obviously we want to tell you thank you for all of your volunteer work that you're doing here. Thank you so much. I'll turn it over to Jason. Yeah, give him a hand. Come on.
All right, everybody. Hey, so typically, Cassie does this part, but I don't look anything like Cassie. She is literally at the print shop trying to get our banner perfect. Software and technology in 2023 is a lot of fun, isn't it? I'm going to try and run through this as best I can. Why are we here, right? We're here and we're called to love God, love people, love your city, right? So you guys are all here for that reason, and I'm grateful for each one of you. We're working on 17 homes this Blitz, which is absolutely the most we've ever done. My hair's a little bit on fire if you can't tell, but God is so good, and I want to tell you a little bit about it through this. So, why are we here? You must love the Lord God with all your heart. You guys know this. Cassie's got written down here, we've had 87 sponsors who poured into these 17 homes, and we're so overwhelmingly grateful. 87 sponsors is absurdly. We have a huge banner, right? This is the wrong banner. This is what was printed the other day. She's going to come here at 8:45, and we're going to frantically hang that sucker up on the wall before we take a team picture. So when she comes, somebody jump in and help. We have, of these 87 sponsors, we've got an amazing website that Cassie's put together called Love Your City Partners. If you need a contractor, people literally call me 10, 15, 20 times a week. Who would you recommend for X, Y, and Z? Please go use that website, Love Your City Partners. Let me give you some fundraising updates. We had an in-kind goal typically for these of $150,000. That means people donating their services and their skills to these projects. That's like roofs, foundations, all those kind of things. $150,000 goal. To date, we have raised $296,688. For our cash goal, she's got here, our goal was $75,000, and our total current right now is $49,410. I'm going to botch this. She does a much better job of this, but you'll notice on all the team sites is a description of the homes and a QR code to donate. If you guys want to donate to each of these specific homeowners, we're going to bless the homeowner with a gift card, and it's also going to help us fundraise. But there's a QR code on there. It's called Servathon. The pictures are here. The pictures are on the way to the restroom. If you want to see how you can help that specific homeowner, we'll give them a gift card when we're all said and done, when we tally up the winner. I am going to now transition from me to some of our VIP speakers. There's so many, right? 87. I want to call them all up here. You guys don't want to hear them all, frankly, so it is what it is. You're going to deal with some of the ones we chose. But before I call sponsors, where is Jan Rogers at? Come over here, please. Jan, for those who were here last time, was the recipient of a first ever brand new home donation by one of our amazing sponsors. And I've asked her just to share a little bit of her whole experience of how it's gone. And I will tell you, right, our plans don't always work out the way they're supposed to be. It's been a number of months since she's received a brand new home, and she's still not able to live in it because we had a septic donor all lined up. We were a week away from laying in the septic, and the septic donor backed out about 30 days ago. So we've been scrambling like crazy to make that right. The company that donated the septic in here knows somebody, right? We chose the name Network for a reason, because I know people you don't know and vice versa. Yes. So Monday they're digging holes and they're going to put a septic in the ground. So we're excited.
I bet the few of you that I recognize, I'm sure there's a bunch of you that were here last April, and I tend to get a little long-winded, so I wrote this down so I don't do that. My name is Jan Rogers, and I'm one of the homeowners on this Blitz. I wanted to thank Servolution Network for doing this outstanding work in our community, and thank all of their wonderful sponsors, because they could not do this without you. I want to give everybody here a huge thank you for coming to work for the next 2 days. You all exemplify what it means to love your neighbor. I know many of you will meet these families and work your heart out and go back to your busy lives and schedules. So I wanted to take a moment to tell you something very important. My life has forever been changed by the hearts of this organization and all the love you put into this. I have 2 kids, 19 and 2 years old. In December 2021, I escaped a domestic violence and drug abuse situation, and I had no hope for my future. I slept on the floor at my sister's with the baby for 9 days and then hid because I was terrified in my sister's apartment for weeks until I got up one day and said, "Okay, God, show me the work and I'll do it." It's been a long road, but I pushed forward because God's got me. He will not put me on any path I'm not meant to be on. In 2022, I had no safe home. Servolution Network started with the Church of Christ youth group who came out and built me 2 beautiful decks. I was living in a moldy camper with no running water and no plumbing with this baby girl. Too embarrassed to share the gravity of the situation, I worked every day trying to rebuild a dilapidated 1974 Melody mobile home, some of you which remember, just so that I can be close to my parents and take care of them. My dad is a 76-year-old Army veteran who's had a stroke and struggles with early dementia. My stepmom is in her 60s and works part-time despite some severe health issues. He has not had adequate heat or AC in 12 years, and his roof has been leaking for just as long. Now he hasn't been regularly showering because the shower is broken and moldy. But they've spent their lives helping others, and now it's time for me to help them. Much of that is about to change for them, and they don't even know it yet. So their lives will be infinitely better thanks to you. I will always cherish the time spent rebuilding that mobile home with my dad and the help of volunteers Servolution found. A huge shout out to Steve Bartow, who gave me my first little bit of electricity so that I could put up a Christmas tree for my kiddos. That was the moment that I knew that God was turning every single page in my book and that I needed to buckle up and hold on. In 2023, my dream came true and I received a brand new house thanks to Servolution Network and people just like you. Servolution Network with Cowtown Warriors and said she needs a hand up because she's not going to give up on this and she's battling too many problems to do it on her own. My faith in God meant that He had me. He had a plan for me that I couldn't have even dreamed of. Amen. But enough about me, let's talk about you. The work that you do here matters. It matters to the person to your right, and it matters to the person to your left. Because it builds community and shows love and care. Friendships and partnerships are formed that you can't find in any other kind of work. It's a giving of yourself and your time that inspires others to keep the chain going, keep connecting, keep helping each other, keep communicating. But most importantly, you're about to change the lives of these people. These families, they can't do the work that their home needs. They can't afford to pay someone else to do it. You are literally building a foundation of love and hope under them. They may be quiet. It's possible that they are in shock. They're awed and humbled in the presence of God's work. They may complain a lot. You might be the first person they've encountered who cared to listen and do something about it. They might ask you what you're doing and why. They probably want to learn. They might hug you or feed you or cry on your shoulder. You've connected with them on a deep level that's hard to fathom. The work you're doing is going to empower them to ask for help when they need it, to have confidence to attempt to do things they never thought they could, to want a better life for themselves and for their families, and most importantly, to want to pay it forward in any way that they can. This is a huge step into their future. It's going to be full of hope, faith, and love, and it's because of you. I hope to get to know as many of you as possible because you're a gift. So once again, thank you all for being here, and God bless you.
All All right, guys, that is our why. We've never done that before, so thank you, Janet, for sharing your heart. If you don't realize it by now, house number 8 is her daddy's house. So if you want to be plugged in, Emma's name tag says, "My name's Emma, I belong to house number 8. So, pretty awesome. All right. Well, she already stole some of my thunder, so Steve Bartow, come up here, sir, and kind of share your why, brother.
My name is Steve Bartow, Bartow Electric. Jason asked me to come up here and talk about why we do this, and man, she just said every little bit of it that I don't even need to say anything, to be honest with you. I moved back to town about 6 or 7 years ago and got involved with Servolution, and it's one of the reasons that kind of helped tie me to this church was also the group of guys and the group of women that is here. And years ago, when I was a little kid, we would help out. My dad would always partner up to do things to help people. Back in those days, it wasn't nothing like you guys do. It was basically what as contractors we call put lipstick on a pig. We paint, we do some landscaping, but you guys are doing some amazing things as a whole. And you know, we help out during the year, not just for these blitzes. We help out all different times of the year with different needs. And I'll tell you guys, to see not just the people that you're working on their homes, or you go to do service calls, or you go to do little things, the phone calls help people, and just even the neighbors of the houses that we've done, they're seeing the work that you guys are doing, and the conversations that get started with that can lead to so many different places is really what this is all about. And just, I was raised just to help, no matter what you have to give, a trade. I was blessed with time, which you guys a lot do, and just hard work. And it's amazing to see all you guys. I'm not going to take a bunch of time. I was going to speak a little more, but I don't think I need to follow anything from what she said. And we just, you know, Jason and the organization here does everything, you know, and I don't follow too many people, but I told that man since I met him that I'll follow him, and I'll follow this organization, and I'll follow all you with it. So that being said, you know, thank you for all that you do as a whole. Thank you for all the contractors, all the people that even donate, or, you know, we've got some amazing people here, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it.
Amen.
Thank you.
Hey, how we got connected was a friend of a friend, right? Our first partnership together was on Wesley Chapel, I believe, which is the oldest church in Hazel, 1800s church. So this dude is nothing short of amazing. All right, next I'd like to call up Megan with Combined Arms, please. So if you don't know it, we are partnered with Combined Arms, and they are a nation. I'm going to let her tell it.
All right.
Tell them the amazing thing you do.
Good morning. My name is Megan. I am the North Texas Regional Manager for Combined Arms, and a statewide program that we have called Texas Veterans Network. I have an amazing team here today to help volunteer. This is our 6th Blitz that we have done, so 3 years for us. And what we do is we connect veterans, their families, anybody military connected to much needed resources in the community. Texas was the first state to have a program like this, and we are proud of that. And Servolution, we have worked with them before we even had Texas Veterans Network, before that existed. And like all of you, we follow Jason, we follow these leaders here in the room, we follow all of y'all here, and it gives us a chance to give back. Most of us are out on the road every day, or the amazing intake team is on the phone talking to these veterans and their families about their needs, getting them connected to places like Servolution and other needs. And this is an opportunity for them to get out, give back, see the work that they do every day on the phone or in their computer. And we are just so grateful that we get to do this, y'all. We get to do it. We get to be here today. A lot of negative and hard stuff going on today, right? But we get to be here and we get to put this into perspective. And we are so blessed and fortunate, and just thank you for being here.
All right, let me try and do my best to get through the rest of this. So let me give you some statistics for this particular list. We are going to go over 272 homes revitalized this Blitz, which is absolutely mind-blowing for me. 17 homes I told you about. Thank you. Thank you, Pawpaw. It's my kid's Pawpaw right there. 17 homes, 7 communities, 1 Blitz. 7 of them are veterans. I believe 6 of them came through Combined Arms. 7 of the homeowners are 75 and older. 8 volunteer sites. All these poles around here is what we're going to divide up into really soon. So get ready. If you know what pole you're going to go to, you can head there in a second. 9 of them are contractors only. Listen to this lineup of cities. And we can't do this, you guys, without amazing sponsors. A lot of people ask me, how far will you go? And I'm going to turn around and ask you every single time, how far will you go? 6 in Azle, 5 in Springtown, 2 in Weatherford, 1 in Pelican Bay, 1 in Fort Worth, 1 in Rome, not Italy, but Rome, Texas, and 1 in Richland Hills. This right here is a record. 10 roofs, this Good Neighbors Blitz. 10 roofs, 2 foundations, 4 ramps, 6 HVAC. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go through the needs list super fast. All of you guys should have a handout. I've been posting it on social media. House 1, we needed a framer. Where's Buck at? Buck, last night, what? When did you find out? 8 o'clock last night? We need a framer? Showed up. Thank you, sir. House 1. House 1 needs tons of sheetrock. House 1 had 0 insulation in the whole house. Absurd. Coleman Insulation, I know I saw some shirts flying around here. They showed up and they're going to help with House 1. Thank you, guys. House 2 still needs an HVAC system. The man has 34% lung capacity. We've changed out all of his gas service to electric, which is amazing. He did not have electricity last night, so actually stayed the night at Brian and Jan's house. Who would have thought you'd have a sleepover at 60, but they made it happen. Thank you. House 3 needs wood siding installer. House 5, sheetrock. I got sheetrock for House 5 twice, so we really need sheetrock there. House 7, this one's pretty cool, you guys. One of our first partners we ever had was Teen Challenge. Pastor Greg's in the back enjoying some Java. We're working on their place. We're helping them make a commercial kitchen and a cafeteria. I know I'm stressing out Jim Shinsky, but I'm grateful for you for stepping up, sir. This is the first ever for us to give back to Teen Challenge. We need sheetrock help. Random, but somebody in the room may know. Do we still need a 1,000-gallon grease trap? Is that, if anybody knows somebody, we need it over there. I know tomorrow they're going to try and install a 4x12 vent hood. That's still a big need. HVAC over there for this new commercial kitchen and cafeteria is still a big need. House 8, which is Jan's dad, still needs a plumber. I think we may have one coming. Lots of sheetrock repair. Somebody to tile that shower, she said, that doesn't work. Somebody to paint the exterior. I got plumber again, so I guess we need plumber twice, right? I can't read my own writing. And just general carpentry. Guys, there's so many needs here. We chose this name network for a reason because all of you guys know people I don't know. So please, all of the details of the houses are out there. We have a YouTube channel that's got all these houses where Cassie and Deanne have gone to every site. Everything's out there you need. If you still don't know what the homeowners need, please see me. I want to try and connect you with all of these particular needs. All right, now we're going to make the chaos happen and try and split the volunteers. And then we got a few more things and we're out here. So if I've already given you a house number, please go to it quickly. House 1 is over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you've gone to it, please go quickly.